Welcome back to Universally Speaking, ladies and gentlemen, where, as always, we break down the week that was in Universe Mode. We lead this week with the developing story of Nikki Cross and the backstage and in-ring assaults of several women on the roster, including the Commissioner of the Women's Division, Stephanie McMahon herself. The whereabouts of Cross is still unknown, but the destruction she has caused is very known. Stephanie McMahon, Sasha Banks, Billie Kay and Becky Lynch are all nursing serious injuries at the hands of Cross, and the severity has caused all of the women involved to be forced to miss WrestleMania, including the number one contender for the Women's Championship, Sasha Banks. We still haven't heard anything from the Women's Champion Emma, as she is being held and protected by WWE officials amidst all the chaos. We'll have more news on this situation as it comes to hand. This week on Raw, ladies and gentlemen, we saw an eerie message sent from the grave and sent directly to the bringer of eternal darkness, Aleister Black. But the message was swift and stern, with the Undertaker sending his druid down to the ring to confront Black. Black seemed perplexed at the move, but he remained as cold as ice. The message? A very simple one. There is only one who brings eternal darkness. So is this the warning from the Undertaker to potentially protect his legacy, or is it simply the Undertaker stamping his authority and protecting his yard? We'll have to find out in the coming weeks. Also this week on Raw, we saw AJ Styles forego his chance to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match when he took offense to what Finn Balor had to say about his victory at No Way Out. Of course, he defeated the leader of the Bullet Club, but Balor accused AJ of being a cheater after the interference from Noam Dar and Randy Orton in the six-man tag match should have seen AJ Styles disqualified. Styles is more than willing to go toe-to-toe with Balor again to assert his dominance, but as Shane McMahon very wisely pointed out, the WrestleMania card is filling up and we are running out of time. It might not be that easy, but AJ Styles is willing to take that risk. We now move on to Socially Speaking, where of course we have a look at your reaction to all the major moments. It won't surprise anyone that the major reactions were from this moment from Nikki Cross.
And then got, oh, what the hell? What the hell? Sasha Banks! No! What the hell is this? For God's sake, no! Oh my God, no. Oh, what the hell? That's Nikki Cross again. Nikki Cross again. Look out!
CC putting it very simply, Nikki Cross, holy shit. Optimus Prime 100 saying, oh my gosh, she really did that. She fried Steph like KFC chicken. Adam Nason saying, Nikki Cross is a badass, and a little bit different emotion from official Nathan 22 when he said, I was only watching WrestleMania for Sasha. Are you freaking serious? Also this week we saw a classic tussle for a SmackDown Live contract between Johnny Gargano and Jason Jordan, with Jordan just eking out a win over Gargano, and Johnny Wrestling falling short yet again, yielding the response from Dairy King saying Johnny Gargano deserves better, hashtag come to Raw. And also Taylor Boy's Ride using the hashtag Push Johnny. Make sure you're being active in the comments and on Twitter for your chance to be featured on Socially Speaking each and every week. We now have an injury update on two superstars that everyone is anticipating their return, Noam Dar and Randy Orton. We can tell you exclusively now that Orton and Dar have been cleared for competition, and while it's not confirmed, it is heavily rumoured that they will be in attendance in SmackDown Live this coming week. They'll surely be looking to get their hands on at least one of, if not the entire Bullet Club. So stay tuned and keep your eyes peeled for Randy Orton and Noam Dar. This week on SmackDown, we finally got a bit of closure on the mysterious attacker from No Way Out who literally cost Bray Wyatt his rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship. Wyatt was left in a pool of his own blood right before his match with Apollo Crews at the pay-per-view, and it seemed as though it was Elite Sports Management's doing. But nothing was confirmed until this week on SmackDown Live. Bray Wyatt knew who attacked him, as he had seen the face of the man who bludgeoned him with a chair, but in typical Bray Wyatt style, he he wanted to toy with his victim before revealing the name. Wyatt gave the perpetrator 1 week to show himself, but he ran out of patience and called out the attacker. It turned out the attacker in fact was Chad Gable, which made a whole lot of sense considering Gable was handpicked and brutally anointed as the latest member of Elite Sports Management via a vile beatdown of his tournament final opponent, Cedric Alexander. Gable showed his face and got into a heated brawl with Bray Wyatt before snaking out of the ring and avoiding the fight. Wyatt is absolutely furious with how things have transpired and will be looking to even the score at some point down the road. This week on SmackDown Live, we have an enormous European Championship match when Sami Zayn defends his title against the glorious Bobby Roode. And on Raw, a monumental clash between two hard-hitting heavyweights as WWE Champion Rusev faces off against the bruising Scotsman, Drew McIntyre. Will McIntyre be able to keep his mind on the job and off Kurt Angle for long enough to topple the Bulgarian? We'll have to wait and see. As always, ladies and gentlemen, for Murph's YT13, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.